without everyone being able to pop off.
Yeah.
And that's what Skarks have been doing. Like, everyone's been able to have some good rounds.
Well, now we're on Mirage. And this could be scary. This is the map pick of Skarks. If they win this, it will be a straight 2-0 sweep against Renegades, and Skarks will be the team that swim on further into the tournament here at Pro League Finals. But let's see. It's a new map, fresh mindset, fresh set of eyes to approach this one. Jason, let's see if it's going to be different. The pistol rounds have favoured Skarks for the most part so far in this series. Can they get another one under their belt?
I don't know. No, it's really... Wait, no one's taken a single point of damage on Skarks' side as they walked into the site. That's really unfortunate. 1-for-1 trade comes in. Mayer, though, able to get the second. Gets gooshed up immediately, though, by Ins. But I don't know how are they going to retake this. And they do have a kit, luckily, on Ins, but he's now tagged up. They do have a flank coming in from behind. It's not even a flank coming from behind. The player just pushing straight up in towards the side, and actually he's going to come down to Luke, and he's going to be in a 1-on-3, and yet somehow Renegades do bounce back. Ins getting a double kill. They should be able to have the defuse here. They should have the pistol round as well, but that honestly came too close to comfort, considering Skarks took not a single point of damage getting into the site and getting the bomb down. I was honestly amazed to see Renegades win the round.
Yeah, very, very close affair. Could have been quite scary, but luckily in the end, Renegades come back into form and do pick it up. They needed it. Alleviate a little bit of pressure from their shoulders as well, as they win a much-needed round going into the second map, and here comes the reinvestment. However, Skarks, they got the bomb down, so they're going to go all out with the Galils. Glorious stuff, as we see 4 of them picked up. This truly is the new meta, Jason. It's so cheap. It's like Black Friday, but for Galils.
So I would say more like Cyber Monday, because it's a video game. But they are guns. Maybe do you think there's a Black Friday on the black market? Or would that just be called Friday?
The Black Friday?
I don't know. I wonder.
We'll find out. We'll do some more research on that. All of this.
No one actually even hit us back up about the Finn thing yet, no. So. Anyways, we do have, like I said, the Galil galore for Skarks. Mayer, the only one on the AKs, is able to pick up a double kill in the last round. There's really not much utility use. They're really relying on their just solid aim to crack open these sites. We never even also figured out which nut is the hardest to crack.
Oh god, yeah, there's so much to be done.
Just so little time. But Leo's been able to get in towards connector. Looks like they're going to rotate back in towards T-spawn and go in through A ramp. Just comes down to who hits the shots. I mean, Renegades do have some utility. Dexter, you can see the Molotov and the grenade. In's going to have the flash, and Sicko will have some offensive utility to use, but they need to hit their shots more importantly. It comes back to FPS 101, and In's going to lose out the duel in Palace. Leo just comes around the corner and takes down Dexter, and I think Skarks have just won this round.
The Galil greatness is working out so well. All of the frags going their way thus far, and you can see Renegades, they are spooked. They want none of it, as they are going to sprint out of there as fast as can be. Sicko's the only one that's hanging around for now, but eventually he starts to make his move back. If they do go for the murder hole, they'll be met with an instant demise as Leo Drunky holds the angle. As they do just go for the save, they make their way away. Skarks tying it back up now, Jason. 1-1 apiece. Good stuff on display. They do trade out one of those Galils for one of the M4s they could find. That's going to be Leo that will scavenge that and bring it forward into the next round. And already this is a bit worrying, right? Renegades, they win a very close pistol, but there's nothing to be done on the follow-up.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think it's like, I'm not surprised anymore with teams in the first round getting the bomb down, buying up for the second round, and winning the round. I mean, I know Tom and I have talked about this a couple of times. It actually, like, works out better for you almost to lose that first round, then come back and win the second, because then you're guaranteed to get the 2 straight. But there was still, like, a lot of offensive utility to use. And honestly, it came down to timing. Like, Leo coming around the corner at the time he did in connector, killing Dexter, like, that was like the linchpin of the round. I feel like that. Like, once Dexter fell, Renegades collapsed. And obviously the kill by I think it was Lukin onto Ins and Palace also helped out and allowed them to push in from a couple different angles. But that was just Skarks just out aiming their opponents, honestly.
Ooh, Leo, straight 50 damage taken as that nade is going to roll in and blow him to bits there. Half of his HP gone already, a mere matter of seconds into the round. It's a good use of the utility. Dexter, got in a cover just in the nick of time, or else he would have been eliminated. So very lucky to still be alive at this point. This has established a slight amount of control towards underpass, and Skarks are backing off from B. They're going to head back around over towards the A site. They can recover the bomb. Everyone else is grouped up outside of ramp. ready for an A assault.
Well, he got the smokes to do it, right? 5 smokes to set this one up. Could make it very hard for anyone to hit shots. I mean, Dexter's going to have the deagle. Yeah, Seiko with the scout, and you do have Inns watching back from ticket booth with the deagle as well. But I do like how Sharks are kind of taking their time, trying to set things up. The big playmakers to do what they do best, honestly. But here we go, smoke's thrown down. They're able to get in towards the site. No one to defend directly. Renegades should be playing for the retake here, though they actually might push some smokes as well over towards Connector. Dexter able to pick up a double kill because there's a slight window within the smoke.
It's a 3 versus 4. It's finding an advantage for the CT side, but Lucan's looking to try and bring that back into a T-side advantage, but it's all the damage done from Malta. A massacre occurs as he's going to pop off with the M4, slays his way through everyone. And Renegades, they bring it back 2-1.
Yeah, Dexter's 2 kills. I mean, he got 3 in the end, but his 2 kills on the staircase, just perfect. If he didn't get those like that, that should have been Sharks' round easily. I wish I actually saw like the angle they gave him shots at. If any of them were actually just through the smoke, or if he actually used that little bit of a pocket. Either way, we wanted to see someone step up within the side of Renegades. We didn't see it on Dust 2, and Dexter might have been able to show us they do have what it takes here to bounce back on Mirage. 3K to save the round.
Second time this nade has done so much damage as well, just with a classic jump spot. As soon as you get contact, cast the nade out and try and do as much damage as physically possible towards the B site. Very, very beautiful hull. Jason, so many frags found already as they deny any push. Sharks, their feet barely touch the ground at B.
And now they have to save up. So Renegades, completely night and day between map 1 and 2, especially within the halves alone. They still don't have that much money saved, though. I mean, you look at Dick Stacy's on 5.3, but they invest into the op in this round for Sicko, so he can have a little bit of control in towards middle, or at least go for contesting it. But he's not really going to have the opportunity. I mean, it's just the Glocks. It's the full save out of Sharks, which we don't see too often anymore these days. Probably just going to barrel in towards the B site. At least I was imagining that. Instead, they're going through the underpass, and they're just being mowed down.
Oh, it's all about the utility usage. Nades, blowing Sharks to bit. Those numbers must be so inflated, Renegades. We could look into those. That would have been tasty, Jason. I imagine it's probably pretty high because he's been doing like 150 damage around towards B, basically, when he's thrown it out. We saw 50 damage in the first round. It was like 150 on the second round. There was a 2K with a nade then and a Molotov kill. Everyone is going to be living the high life when it comes down to grenade damage.
I see, though, now Sharks back buying up 3 SGs, 2 AKs, a lot of Molotovs and a lot of smokes. They're really looking for displacing people with the Molotovs and smoking off certain areas to push in towards one of these sides. They're actually kind of set up for a potential B play here. Maybe get the short smokes, Molotov off parts of the site, and hit towards B, but I am getting a little bit worried. Like, the B-side defense out of Renegades, bar the pistol round, has been pretty solid. And that came down to a retake for them.
Underpass control being taken as Lucan and Mine slowly make their push up. Sicko is waiting with the AWP. Zoned in, honed in, ready to punish. But he backs off, repositions over. Looking towards Palace, is going to be smoke walled off as well. Does get the Molotov out, so they can't actually charge up. Mid control has been taken by Sharks, but where do they go from here?
Well, no smokes left. They're going to go somewhere. They have to do it right away.
Leo Bernie.
I mean, yeah, he kind of ran into the Molotov, but I mean, that was his fate. He was trying to fake them out by, you know, assuming he's not going to run through the smoke. Ditko's still alive in the back of sight. Eventually will be cleaned up. Sicko, though, been relatively quiet on the op, I'd say, in the series so far. First time we're going to see him using it here on Mirage. 18 seconds left. There's no smoke for the cross, and he does get the first kill, but the bomb still will get into the site nonetheless. Coming down to the 2-on-2 retake for the CT side. Gonna be tough to do with the op, especially with Inns already dead. And now after Sicko, you're maybe thinking, I gotta save this for the next round. Money's not terrible, so they can obviously buy into the next anyways, but to give over the op to the side of Skarks could be detrimental. It's been spotted out by Exit. Exit will get the kill. They'll secure the op. And Skarks do bounce back. They do pick themselves up around.
I think this is going to be an absolute slobber knocker of a map. It's going to be
Proper slapper of a match.
Rap. Yeah, like this is going to go the whole way, I reckon. Renegades, they're a little bit more fired up. They look like they're way more confident into it. Actually, we've seen some of the shots being hit as well. Malta's already there with 8 frags on the board. Potentially for me, if Sicko can wake up a little bit more and really have loads of impact with York, that would be a defining factor because, as you said, like map 1, he just wasn't there. It wasn't enough. And J&T was schooling him with that scope. So let's see if that will carry on.
Again, some decent utility damage done. The Molotov not really connecting, but the nade did once and twice.
The nades have been really prime.
Yeah, J&T's not spotted out a single player, and he won't see a single player. He gets naded twice, gets spammed through the wall, and he's dead. He's dead, Jim.
Rude awakening.
Well, I mean, he's not really waking up. He's more about going to sleep now.
Yeah, sleeping with the fishes at the bottom of the ocean.
I mean, it's kind of funny because Sharks can't sleep because they'll die.
I'll have to keep moving.
Yep.
Shark facts. If you unsubscribe, text to 1-800-SHARKS.
Don't, because there's someone out there that probably will, and it's probably not what we think it is.
No. This message was not endorsed by Jason Kaplan Limited. Sicko, though, that'll definitely be endorsed by big man J Cap. Punishing, trying to see how high he can be into the round as he's towering above the opposition here. Everyone is falling down. Mine and Exit, the last two that remain. Krieg and AK in play. They're going to attempt to try and slay, but it looks like they're just going to hit the DECK. Actually, the Molotov burns Ints out of the round. It's a 3-on-1. Exit doesn't have bomb control, and he doesn't have time either. It's all just about, really, the survival here. They're going to get some money into the next round either way, but if he can hold on to this Krieg, that's probably the best bet. A bit of typing going on as well, so I imagine we might actually see a pause going into the next round here, Jason.
I would imagine so. We haven't actually seen many pauses out of both teams, even on Dust 2.
I don't think there was one, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. And there won't be here. Okay.
Maybe just asking for HP, potentially?
Probably just telling them to like and subscribe and follow Jason Kaplan on Twitter.
Yeah?
Yeah. Or maybe Leah was preparing his next tweet to passively aggressively be mad at me. I'm talking about numbers. I don't know why I'm still bringing that up. I feel like not many people out there even saw it, but... Again, going back towards B. Exit down to 52 health. Just seems like every time they do go B, like you mentioned before, like the amount of utility damage they take is just ridiculous. So you have to wonder, like, when will they give up? I'm actually more surprised to see Sharks, maybe not in this round, but in general, just not really go for as much middle control. We saw them, like, if they were underpass to middle, and they got slaughtered by utility. And I think that was, like, the only round they've really gone in this direction. They went around prior where Leo did push the Molotov and got one, but then he did die to the Molotov himself. And they were able to get onto the B site from that, but they've really relinquished a lot of control to Renegades. And at their same rate, I'm kind of surprised to see Renegades not push up middle. Like, that's probably one of my favorite things to see on this map.
Sicko's keeping it very lax with the AWP. He isn't fully peeking out. Oh, the nade damage has been really so clean into this matchup. Ints as well. Beautiful spray. Gets himself two, wants a third, and of course he's going to be able to find it. Exit is the Lone Ranger, the last one left on his Todd, stuck there towards mid with a Krieg in his hands. Not too much time to cause any chaos either. It's a 1v4. Sicko's got the angle. Oh, a bit overkill, but he is going to get the headshot, Jason. 6-2 now. Renegades, they are woke on the CT side of Mirage. They're looking so much better into this one. And a lot of it does genuinely just come down to the nade usage. Like, those numbers must be so inflated at this point. As you said, every round when they've gone towards B, that nade is hit. Like, it's crazy. They've been double nading it. They've been pretty much guaranteeing a frag, or at least bringing them up to like 70 HP off of an opponent every time they've gone there, even at mid. The mortar strikes that are coming in from Renegades are wild.
It's really making me wonder if like our veto graphic was wrong, even though I know it wasn't, because Dust 2 was chosen by Renegades, Mirage chosen by Skarks, and yet it's going the opposite way for both these teams. They've been able to get into the B site without taking too much damage this time. However, Malta's been able to play around the smokes and actually get behind the enemy team. Sharks not expecting them to be there. The J&T will fight back and respawn with one, but one and done is unfortunately all it will be. Renegades get 7 now.
They've gotten into B quite a few times when they have gone for a faster place burst, but they haven't been able to do anything with that. They can't establish control. Renegades just doing so much better right now, being able to frag out hard. Everyone is looking quiet on Sharks. It's a role reversal. Finally, they do go for a tactical timeout, though.
114 ADR for Malta, 102 for Dexter. 12 kills as well for Malta and Inns. I mean, only on 5 kills, but he only has 4 deaths. There hasn't really been too much action towards him, like we've been mentioning. He's been playing over towards Palace, and it seems like Sharks have been really barreling down onto the B site. Yeah, I don't know. Like, J&T hasn't had the impact he had on Dust 2. Mayor, neither, only with 2 kills.
Well, J&T's had the AWP 1 round into this as well. Took it to B, hard scoped in. He didn't even see anyone, did he? Like, literally,
well, he did,
double nade.
Just this last round, he got a kill with the AWP, didn't he? Yeah.
Did you get a second one out of them? All right. That's what I mean. Like, the differences with that, it's been so quiet.
Well, to be fair, right, Dust 2 is his defensive AWP with the CT side that he did well with. This is the attacking side with the AWP, which is a little bit of a different kettle of fish.
He does need to get some opening picks on the board, though. Needs to try and get a little bit of momentum going. Round 10, it's a 7-2 scoreline. Here's the mid push you were asking for as well, as Dexter's going to establish control. As soon as that smoke dissipates, they're going to realize no one's at B, no one's outside of mid, everyone is on A, and now they are really on A. They start to swarm the site. INS shoots back, Ints rather, as he will get that kill across onto Drunky. Bomb goes down, but it looks like the T's are all going to be going down as well.
Yeah, kind of a shame considering they got the opening pick, but they weren't able to recover the AWP. That Sicko did drop. Being a flank coming in towards A-ramp at the same time. Lucan's able to get one, but they're not expect Dexter to already be here. Now it's all on Lucan. Gets another kill again, trying to make it expensive for the CT side, but at least they get the bomb down, right? So they're going to have a very solid buy into the next. That was a hell of a shot, though, wrapping around straight into Sicko's dome.
Clean stuff. Good moves on display. Ints with a 3K as well into the round. And the AWP was safe. They can pass that back over to Sicko. Madness, though. The fact that this scoreline is already now better than all of the rounds they were able to achieve on Renegades on Dust 2, as they've now got 8. Sharks, they brought back up again. J&T does have the AWP out. Can they find an opening frag as they try and make the move towards mid early on? Leo Drunky, he's just going to be holding. They're going to be a little bit more paranoid, obviously seeing if there is going to be a mid push coming out here from Dexter. The smoke is down. Dexter pushes his way up. What can he find? J&T just watching the smoke towards the backside. But he's repositioned. So Dexter could actually have an opportunity to find an opening frag. It's going to be up to Leo Drunky, but he's just playing anti-flash, tucked into the cubby. Dexter's going to re-smoke it, though. Doesn't want to be too outrageous. Dexter, for a pixel-perfect gap, gets the opening headshot. He's got top mid control. If they push out through underpass, it's going to be so awkward because he can try and take them down. J&T's not able to hit the shot either. Malta's got the top angle as he's just sitting there on top of short. Everything that could go wrong for Sharks is.
Seems to be the story of the whole map for them, to be honest. A little bit of delayed take coming through, but Dexter, he's already ready for this one. But J&T's going to get the kill either way. Still have a lot more frags to find if they want to take this round back. It looks like, again, they're just going to walk straight in towards the B site where Dick Stacy will be waiting. Malta's there as well. 30 seconds left to go. Decent Molotov to actually push Dick Stacy out of that position, but the smokes are still going to be there, and they're still delaying for a lot of time. Exit's going to kill Mayer. That's the second time that's happened in the series, I'd say. J&T drops down, and he falls too. Renegades, 9-2. Completely different team than what we saw in Dust 2.
Yeah. The second time they've had a team kill. That's not a great average to be hitting. Not really the most ideal situation, Jason.
One per game, you know?
Yeah. That's acceptable. You can let that pass. The second time, it's a bit of a slap on the wrist.
I mean, you can let it pass, but I think the server won't.
No.
At least if you're playing matchmaking.
Dangerous territory. Start to get yourself into. All right, Skarks seem like they might actually try and go again for one of these B bursts. Or is it just going to be a bit of a contact play?
If it didn't work the first 5 times you've done it, it's got to work the 6, right?
Yeah, I guess that is the mindset. I mean, the nades have just been the defining factor every time they've gone towards B. They've taken like 50 damage, especially if they're grouped up. Dick Stacy, all he needs to do is jump spot. As soon as he sees them, he'll chuck that nade out. And this will slow down the push and make it a whole lot more awkward. There goes the nade. Not that much damage this time. And Leo Drunky leads the charge. He gets it with the Mach 10. He's just going to be spraying away with the Biggie Smalls play. Let's see if he can punish. Dick Stacy dancing around a pole right now as he will find the opening frag. That'll be taken by Sicko. They've got control of the map. Can they get the bomb down?
Oh, jeez. JNT just gets dropped through the smoke. Dick Stacy is really not wanting to let control of this site go. 50 seconds left. At least there's time for Skarks to play with, but the rest of the CTs are going to be grouped up towards the B site with just ins watching for a catwalk change, I guess, if anyone wants to come in that direction. Trying to play above the smoke here. Not a bad idea. But now Dick Stacy's going to know there's 2 players towards the back bench. Exit Lucan. Some massive kills they need. But again, they still haven't got the bomb necessarily, and they've been able to bait in more players of Renegades. I don't know why Dexter went in by himself, because Inns was just not there to help him out. How did they win that round?
I don't know. One of the few they've been able to win. It's a huge result they have actually got around the board as well, because they need as much momentum as possible going into the second half. There's the potential timeline. They do make this a 9-6. But considering how fragmented and few and far between the rounds they've got have been, it looks unlikely. This would be the freebie if they were going to get one throughout the entire game, though, as Renegades finally not going to be investing into it. Just P250s on parade and 1 Deagle to do some damage on Sicko. They have a single flash on Ints.
Like I said before, Skarks CT side yesterday and today seem to be their saving grace. I mean, even their T side wasn't fantastic on Dust 2. Let's see, a little boost into window. I think this is the first time we're actually seeing this. And Leo gonna walk straight around Dick Stacy. Free gun donated over to him. And I still don't want to count Renegades out now with just that kill alone.
Leon Drunky. He's the first casualty here, Jason. 55 seconds left on the clock as well as time is starting to tick down. They've still got bomb control. That's going to be left towards T-spawn. It will be picked up by Exit as they do reposition. Deciding to set their gaze towards the B site here. Mauer. Just going for the vintage jump spot, trying to get the read. And Sicko's on short. This is where Dick Stacy could go for the swing out with the Krieg as well and really punish. He could get the backstab off, actually going over towards window. He's set up perfectly to dismantle them into the round, but he heads towards B early on. The back is turned though, and Sicko will find the opening frag. JNT, the quick switch onto the Krieg, and a quick kill onto Dexter. Malta as well has his lips removed by Lucan, and it's all going wrong now for Renegades into the round. But the bomb has to go down. They don't have time to mess about.
I think if Dick got that kill, they wouldn't have been able to get the bomb down, actually. But Inns, the quick rotate he was able to do, he's not been spotted out here. He might make some sound when he goes for the drop, and actually Marin turns around at the perfect time. JNT's like, hey, what's up? Free kill for me? No! Inns gets the kill. He's down to 9 HP. And Marin has to clutch this out. He has to somehow hold on 1 versus 2. The bomb going to be tapped. Marin going to jump around the corner, trying to pull them off of it. And now he's been tagged up here. He's going to have to contest this one at some point. Eventually gets around the corner, and Dick Stacy's going to drop him. That's a 3K. And yet somehow Renegades win that round with just pistols bought up. Not even armor.
That is absolutely wild. How on earth has he been able to find that frag? Skarks. Looking like the unluckiest team in the world right now, Jason. It's all going wrong for them. Wow. JNT, he got them back into the round, but it doesn't matter because of the shenanigans that are being brought out by Renegades. 10-3. That should have been around for Skarks, but it just wasn't meant to be.
Well, I mean, I kind of wonder if they didn't boost, is it Leo into window, and not giving the SG over to Dick Stacy, would they have been able to still win the round? Because they accomplished nothing with that boost up. They still got control of B in the end. Anyways, moving into the round number 14. Leo being dropped low in HP. Sicko gets the headshot onto him and does escape with his life, and still going to be here on the site to help protect. The bomb back towards A ramp. Maynard only had 4 kills. And will stay on 4 kills, unfortunately, as Ins able to secure one more towards his tally, but JNT's been able to sneak his way out towards B. He's going to spot out a player towards short. That's Malta going down. And now he has the potential flank. He actually has the B site, so they can run the bomb back. They have so much time left. And this should be the bomb being planted towards B. JNT could push up in towards kitchen if he wanted to. No one's even rotated to deal with him just yet. And Exits, I mean, he's left to himself. He's just trying to hopefully get a kill or two before he falls. Does give them the man advantage. Puts things into a 2-on-2 over at the B side if Sicko did rotate. But Sicko wants this kill. He doesn't want to let him go for free. Meantime, the bomb's going to be planted, and even Ins comes in to help out. So Exit's done his job. He's distracted for long enough to get the bomb planted, and for Skarks to get a 4th round on the board. Oh, they really want this kill.
It's gone rolling through. 3 HP left on Exit. Sicko going to be pushing up. Quick switches out for the M4. Pre-fires around the corner. They do get the kill, but they realize now what is occurring. The fact that the B site is the territory that was taken by Skarks is where they found the majority of their success. But they finally shut down around. It seems likely Lucan with a spam kills Ins. JNT will annihilate Sicko. 10-4. Getting closer to a 10-5 margin at the half, but that is the best they can hope for.
Why didn't they save the 2 weapons? They have 2 players who can't buy. Sicko could have kept his op. They could have dropped one to Malta. Don't know. I really don't know. That's a little bit awkward. Now they look at their utility as well. Like, just having those 2 weapons saved, we would have seen a way more fleshed out kit for the entirety of Renegades. But then again, they have 10 rounds CT side, right? So I can't harsh them too much. But this could be, you know, the little bit of a snowflake that starts to roll on the hill that eventually builds into a snowball here for Skarks if they can keep this momentum into the next half.
Majority playing a slow defense out towards the B site as they're just going to be waiting to see if there's any contact plays coming through from Renegades, if they do get a little bit antsy and push out. And we've got Exit just holding, looking for a ramp push. So he'll grab the bomb and start to link up with the rest of the squad. They are going for a split push here to gain mid control. Dexter peering over the smoke as he sits in connector. There's the flash to get out. And this is where the play starts to develop. Leo Drunky's going to smoke towards window. They can take mid control. First time we're seeing Renegades play so laxed as well. Oh, Dexter, that's disgusting. Through the smoke. The luck was behind it. And it worked in his favor, Jason, getting the opening pick. It's a good way to start off this 15th round for Renegades.
I'm really worried that Skarks only know how to go B. Like, honestly, they're coming through yet again. He walks through a smoke with the bomb. The bomb's now down. The rotations are going to come through. They even have Malta just tucked away in towards B halls here. This should be a free kill for him. And Skarks, like, they just threw away this round again. Why are they going B every time? It's not working out for the Mayor, though. 2 HP left won't be enough. And we're going to have 11-4 scoreline in favor of Renegades at the end of the first half. Oh, this is where I thought you would
I thought you were taking it out to the break.
Oh,
it looks
no,
like we'll come back in with this one after the break.
Wanted your thoughts.
Sorry. 11-4. Renegades looking like the complete role reversal here on Mirage, Jason, and Skarks. I don't know. They just didn't realize there was 2 sites on the map, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably like the best way to describe it, unfortunately for them. But hopefully their CT side will be better for them. In the meantime, Renegades still trying to take it to our 3rd and final map of Nuke. Let's see. I mean, now I'm happy for Skarks because they're actually pushing up middle. I like this. You ask Tom every day of the week, and he'll say the exact same thing. I talk about it every single time on Mirage. But hey, they have them set up in a actually good position here. Dick Stacy's gonna round the corner and basically to his death. How is he not dead yet? How does it take 4 players that long to kill him? But luckily they're able to get the next 3 off that in total. So the bomb should be planted towards A, but so follow-up kill. It's all on Dex now in a 1-on-4. Shark should still. I like how Luka jumps right in front of his teammate when he's trying to shoot him. He literally gets right in front of him, so he can't shoot. He's like, nah, I want this kill.
Yeah. Thing is, Sharks have been really good on the pistol rounds over the course of this series. Like,
it's 2-2 if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but like the actual shots they've been hitting, they've looked crisp on pistols. You know, we had the B site push where it went a little bit awkward after they had established control, and then the other round.
They didn't even get tagged going into the B site.
No,
like, that's how bad Renegades played it. But then they like lost 2 players and still were able to like retake 3v5.
Now
Weird
then,
stuff.
Renegades. Previously, we saw the all-out Galil buy that came through for Skarks when they lost their pistol round. Whereas Renegades, they've gone for a Krieg, an AK, and a Galil. And they've got a couple of Deagles to back that up and round things out as well. But look, the difference here, they get mid control. They've gone for the all-out fight on mid. They're using their nades actually really well as well. They're going to force off all of the CT side defense instantly to open this up.
How did Mayern take damage, by the way? He was sitting like ticket booth. No one was peeking him. Did he nade himself, or was it like? Did he get knifed?
I'm not sure. There was a molly and there was a nade that went out. So Ins trying to find his way in to the site. Malta as well with the Deagle. Oh, Jason, this has gone from bad to worse all of a sudden for Skarks.
JT's gonna need quite a few kills and not gonna have a chance. Dexter with the Galil gets one, and immediately Shark's gonna back away to save the weapons. Renegades lose the first, but then win the follow-up round off the back of the plant. And Dexter's even hunting for more. Wants to jump out of J&T, but he unfortunately will fall. And they still even have potentially Dick Stacy to come over here. So I'm trying to secure the M4 to back away. And a clean round. Well, I mean, honestly, well done by Renegades. I still kind of wonder why Mayern took damage early on, but then their entries into sight were crisp. They were clean. They were as fiery as pizza rolls put into a microwave.
Yeah? Probably.
You ever had pizza rolls?
No.
They're really good.
Yeah.
And bagel bites.
Wouldn't they be like quite molten heat on the inside though, with a microwave that heats it right through?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you like, put them in an oven, they're really good.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say microwaving sounds quite.
And you
outrageous.
wash them down with the Mountain Dew game fuel, and it's just like the perfect day.
Sets you up for success on the server.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Skarks needs. A care package delivered straight to them, potentially to try and get them into the right mindset to win this one. As they won the pistol, they lost out on the conversion round, and now they're back into a bit of a mix-up by whatever they could find on the back of the sofa.
Do you just have guns laying around in your sofa?
At times, it gets quite uncomfortable to sit on.
Yeah.
And Renegades just falling back into the classic, really. Smoke take on A once the time is right to strike. And then Dexter's going to come barreling out through Palace and look to be a bit of a nuisance maker. Exit. Oh, he's boosted himself up. He's going to move to a bit of a better angle here with the MP9. They're peering over the smoke. He spots them out, but he's taken a grenade to the face. And Dick Stacy has removed his face from his body.
They didn't even see him there either. They just threw the nade directly onto him. And the bomb's going to go down, and Skarks should be looking to save. Well, potentially save him. You got Dick Stacy a little bit low, but he's backed off in a T-spawn, probably wrapping him towards middle. Skarks going to continue to challenge. Leo's going to fall. You got the AUG and the M4, like, save. You can't really afford to, like, keep losing rounds and losing guns. It's going to be 13-5 at the end of this, and Renegades are pretty much about to take us to nuke.
The way this is going now, it looks like we're guaranteed a third map. Sharks have just put up no fight here. The CT side as well, they're getting overwhelmed. Renegades seem so much more confident going into this. They were a little bit timid at places in Dust 2. Some of the long battles they went for, they were struggling to get any kind of control. Whereas here, they're just running out and looking like they own the place. And at the minute, they definitely do.
I feel like maybe I'm putting too much pressure on this player, but Mayan has just been uncharacteristically quiet in this map. Only 9 kills. I mean, he's technically like 3rd highest on his team.
They're all hitting that as an average, really, aren't they? There's not too much of a difference between any of them. But that's the worrying part, is before, they all looked like they were stepping up, and he also had a good game. J&T had a good game, whereas here, no one really is.
You know, for the player that's being rumored to be looked at for MIBR, these aren't the kind of numbers you're hoping for him to pick up. And I don't mean any offense by this, but especially against a team like Renegades, you know? They're not necessarily like, you know, best in the world. And if you play on MIBR, who, you know, on the daily plays against top 10, top 15, you know, ranked teams. But anyways, maybe I'm reading too much into it. I mean, this is a very one-sided game. You didn't play bad on Dust 2 at all.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like on Mirage, they just kind of set themselves up for failure, going B time in and time out. But I wonder what they'll have up their sleeves when it comes to Nuke, because it's pretty much just going that direction.
Burst out towards the site, everyone's hiding, lying in wait for the right moment to strike, and strike they will. Mine gets one, but that's all he's gonna get. As right now it's the T side that are fragging out of control. Lucan will die, Leo Drunky Sachun follow suit, which he will, and that's Renegades of a 14th round. 2 away from victory here, winning the second map, taking the series in a 1-1 split, and then forcing us to nuke.
I'm gonna see up one of the final big buy rounds out of Sharks here. Got the AWP for GNT. JNT. I'm gonna get me a GNT later on.
Yeah,
the hotel status here. I've been here so much this year. Is upgraded, so now I get a free drink when I go there.
There you go, based on your favorite player.
Yeah. I feel like that's a good marketing tool. Like, have a GNT with JNT.
You could definitely get some brand deals.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of the devil, 3 players pushing up towards A ramp, and he actually almost spotted them out. Not much utility left for Sharks either, and look at the side of Renegades, like the amount of Molotovs they have, the flashbangs. It's gonna be very hard for Sharks to hold on to this, especially when they have 1 smoke left on exit, and he's currently over in towards CT spawn watching window. Mayor now, his presence has been given up, not able to get the first kill as he does get the dink onto Dick Stacy. JNT now needs to start hitting some shots. No one in towards Palace, so his opportunity to land them, but unfortunately he misses the first. Dick just hoping to get out of this difficult place he's put himself in with only 10 health. And JNT is actually just in the site now. Gets the first kill as they backed away. Bomb rotating back towards, it looks like the B site now, as Inz is going to be here to look to push in. And Leo, I mean, if he gets his first kill, they might have a chance in this round. But I don't think they're going to expect Inz to be here. They had no middle presence at all.
Inz, the backstab. He spotted out the rear of Leo Drunk. He sets up the shot, but he couldn't get the follow-up frag there on towards Lucan. Lucan trades out for the Kalashnikov, but he's not going to get a chance to fire even a single round from that weapon of mass destruction before he gets late to rest. Now we're into a 2 versus 3. It's full T-side control. Renegades. Match point is theirs. The CTs are going to save. They cannot afford to loot these weapons, Jasons, because they don't have any money.
And this is going to be Renegades on map point. 15 coming through from the boys of Down Under. I actually thought they were down and out after map 1.
Oh, yeah.
16-7 on Dust 2, and it was their map choice. Like, all right, well, you know, they might as well start packing right now, but credit to them to bounce back after the map. The same kind of first half scoreline, just inverse between Dust 2 and Mirage, and very realistic possibility now that we're going to nuke. I mean, look at the money that Sharks don't have. This buy-up is going to be very awkward. They had an op. I believe JNT is going to be the one to pick that up. Yeah, kind of a shame. Like, JNT is like technically like top fragging for the team with Lucan, but his op hasn't been impactful at all. Even in that last round alone, like maybe missed a shot or two in there.
Renegades going for the Skarks classic here as they head over towards the B site very early on. A lot of damage done to Inns though, as he's already pushed his way up. Taking a whole lot of utility damage, but does some of the damage back on his own. Chucks out the nade, 40 HP peeled off of Lucan. It's a good way to trade a little bit of early damage back.
This though, Malta. Yeah, this is basically it. As long as he doesn't miss his shots here, it's over. Lucan's gonna fall. Leo now realizes there's so much extra pressure on him. The bomb, and he making its way up into B halls. It rotating J&T. Oh my gosh, the timing. Oh. It's caught looking the wrong way here. And now Leo again has to go big. Mayor trying to rotate towards Kitchen. They do pinch him perfectly, and yeah, this should be it. Mayor in an exit in a 2-on-5.
Confident enough to just swing out. Leave them lifeless as Dexter will get the final frag. They lock it down 16-5.